Yushicon 2014, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yushicon was an anime convention held from November 7th through 9th, 2014 at the East Stroudsburg University in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I have a conflict of interest notification. I was part of a panel group that had guest status. So, let's see what was good. For the good, the convention badge and booklet were both of high quality and professional design. This is a very nice booklet for first-year convention. It's a little sparse on the inside, but it's very high quality. And here's a shocker. First-year con, laminated badges. There's conventions that have been around for years upon years that don't even have this. There was some quality work put in here. For a first-year con, it's a really strong, good point. The facilities the con had access to were very good. The Sci-tech building was very impressive. Obviously has been built probably in the last 10 to 20 years. It was rather clean. It was just a really nice building to be in. It was impressive. I went to Bloomsburg University. I can tell you there's not a single building on the campus of Bloomsburg that's as nice as the Sci-tech building. It was just really impressive. The main event's auditorium was very, very nice. Stadium seating, dual projection units. It was really also impressive. It was a pleasure to get to present in there. There's just a lot of seating, and it was gorgeous. The con was easy to navigate. It was all in the Sci-tech building, so it was 3 floors of con. There's room for expansion, which is also good, and there's plenty of parking around the building. Now, at closing ceremonies, some people had trouble finding the building. I'm not sure how. It was very easy to find on campus maps. But, again, easy to navigate, plenty of parking, all good. And the staff were friendly. I had no problems with the staff. They were very fun to talk to. Great to strike up a conversation with. And those are all good things for a first-year con. So let's see what was potentially bad ugly. So I lied to you. There's no cake. There's no candy. There's no bad ugly. Bad ugly is usually the portion where I would say things that just plain went wrong, and what should have been better that was not good. 2 different things, believe it or not. I'm instead just going to give some suggestions or ideas, or in case it might be rambling at some points. These are ideas the con should maybe look into for the future. The Artist Alley could have been slightly better organized. The chairs and the tables that were sitting there were nice to sit at, but kind of created a bottleneck when you were trying to walk around. The Artist Alley was pretty decent for a first-year convention. Now, this might seem a little more serious, but could Friday have been cut and maybe just make it a Saturday-Sunday con? I'm not really sure. If there were more people in attendance, Friday would have been probably an excellent idea to get people through the line and get them registered. I just don't know about Friday at this point. Something that could be worked on is the reworking of PR and social media. Social media presence could have been better for a first-year con. Didn't see a lot of Twitter action. There was some. I didn't see... Facebook was hit or miss. And East Stroudsburg is not that far from Allentown, Bethlehem, which I consider a major nerd mecca in the area. A lot of just nerdy comics, gaming. I'm wondering how far the con reached with their postering and contacting of other groups. Maybe that could have been better, but, there's always a second year to further grow and expand this stuff. Yushicon needs to be submitted to animecons.com. This is something that should have been done pre-con. Animecons.com doesn't seem it, but a lot of people do use it to find new conventions. And this is one of my ramblings. I've attended a lot of anime conventions in this state. I've been to good cons, I've been to bad cons. I've been to cons out of state that have been good and bad. Now's the time for the con to start thinking about the future and recruiting outside staff. There's a con I'm not going to name that started out very similar to this, but where it fell apart 2 or 3 years down the road was they didn't have the staff with experience. They didn't have the external staff to help build the convention. A suggestion I would make would be start looking outside, start opening it up to external staff, start planning how to integrate your alumni into the staffing system, because you're going to need all these people eventually to run an even more successful convention in the future. So overall, not a bad year. They're planning a 2015 convention. Money was made to produce an event. There was about 160 attendees, so that's pretty decent for a first year. Even good. You could say good. I'm going to give the con an incomplete, because I don't think it's fair to give them a letter grade. Again, first year, they pulled off a convention with minimal resources, minimal staffing, and the fact that they got the convention off the ground and the way it sounds like they'll be back next year is nothing but good. I hope to be able to return next year, and thanks for watching.